Hello and welcome to my video. My name is Paul and you are very welcome here. I like to read tarot and I like to read tarot for past lives. I like to search for the karma from a past life that's affecting you in this life now. Today specifically I'll be looking at past life karma affecting your soulmate love. Your twin flame maybe. Perhaps you have a twin flame. Perhaps you have a soulmate. You're here to find out. Spirit has brought you here to discover it. So today is for the Aries collective. So if you have Aries as your sun sign or as a rising sign or as a moon sign, so if this resonates with you, then obviously keep it, take it. If it doesn't resonate with you, then leave it behind. Look at my other signs. Perhaps you should look at your rising sign. Perhaps you should look at your moon sign. And then maybe they'll resonate with you. Remember, you have free will and you can take it or leave it. So let's begin and we'll start with past life. We will find one past life where there is karma outstanding and we will do our best. I will now lay out the cards and the cards will tell us what karma you can learn from a past life and whether you're going to meet your soulmate in this life or, well, let's let the cards tell us. That's what they're there for. I've fully shuffled all the cards before I began. So all the cards have been fully shuffled. We're now just looking for the cards that we'll lay out. We'll lay out 6 cards. And each card will have a meaning for that, then, and now. So, Spirit, please provide a card for Aries past life. Oh, there we are, it's the first one. Oh, 7 of Cups. That is the relationship that you had in the previous life. Your role in the relationship. Oh, no, there was 2 cards there. Hold on. Oh, that's interesting. So that's your role in the relationship, their role in the relationship. The lessons that were learned from that relationship. Card for the unresolved energy, please, Spirit. The card for the unresolved energy. Card for the unresolved energy. One card, please, Spirit, for the unresolved energy. Ace of Wands. And then moving forward in this life, what's the advice for Aries? Yeah. Temperance. So, as you can see, I've now laid out. We have the 7 of Cups for the previous relationship. We have the Knight of Swords for your role in the relationship. We have the 4 of Swords in their role. This is your twin soul, your twin flame, your soul partner. Then we have the lesson, which is death, which is really interesting. Unresolved energy is the Ace of Wands, and moving forward is Temperance. So that's quite explanatory, but let's first of all, just to get a feeling of this, let's look at some past life cards. Just one card, please, Spirit. One card for past lives. Okay. One more shuffle. Oh. You're very lively. Are you trying to tell me something? One more shuffle. And cut. Here we are. Okay. So, our card is imprisonment. Imprisonment or slavery. That is interesting. So, that's this life, imprisonment or slavery. Wow. So, we have the cards laid out now, so what we need to do now is to clarify them. So I'm going to use the work hands deck. This is a favourite deck of mine. The cards have been well shuffled. So we'd like a card, please, Spirit, to clarify the relationship Four of Cups. Okay. We'd like now a card to clarify Aries' role in this relationship in a past life, please. One card, please. The Ace of Cups. And we'd like a card now, please, for the other person's role. The Ten of Swords. We'd like now cards to clarify death, which is the lesson. Which is King of Pentacles. Now we'd like a card to clarify. I've got two, three, too many. Okay, well let's put those there for now and see what we get. That clarifies the unsolved, resolved energy. As you can see, there's a lot of unresolved energy there. This is why Spirit wanted you to see this today. Obviously, if you're here, you were meant to see it. And then we've got the King of Swords, clarifying temperance. Okay, let me just have a drink of my coffee. So, the basis is imprisonment or slavery. The bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. The overall energy, and the clarifying pack is the Two of Pentacles. So, we have the Four of Cups and we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups clarified by the Four of Cups. What we have here is many choices. Did you make the right choice? But so much so that in this relationship, neither of you made the firm decision. You see, you both had too many choices in this relationship, your soulmate and yourself, and neither of you could make a firm decision. So, your role in the relationship was to charge on forward, to get things done, to make sure that everything was sorted out. However, in reality, you never succeeded because you couldn't make a choice. Because you couldn't make that choice, you never succeeded and getting all the things done that you wanted to do. Now, your partner's role was to sit back and rather let you get on with the relationship. But sadly, they were unable to commit to you because you just couldn't decide. And although they were prepared to wait until you made the right decision, I think they were more aware of your soul partnership than you were. They definitely were. They were far more aware of your soul partnership than you were, and they were willing to wait for you. But in the end, they had to move on because they needed to get on with their life. So the lesson that you take away from that is that you needed to change. You needed to commit. You needed to be the boss in life, rather than being wishy-washy and being indecisive. The lesson that you take from that life is to be more decisive, to make changes and boss it. So, the Ace of Wands, which is the card for the unresolved energy, so the Ace of Wands is a new start, a new beginning. So the unresolved energy is with the Ace of Wands, which is go for it, go get it, be dynamic. The High Priestess is telling you that you've got to learn to use your intuition. And with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands, you've got to be aware of deceit and cunning. But at the same time, you have to be open to life. And finally, Temperance is telling us that you've got to learn balance. So moving forward in this life, you need balance. And you need to, again, you need to be in charge. You need to get to the truth. So, in this life, are you likely to meet your soul partner? Let's take a soulmate card and see what Spirit tells us that your soulmate, who is somewhere out there in the world at the moment, if you haven't met them already, and if you're wondering if the person you've met is the one, or somebody you know might be the one, let's see what they're saying to you, Aries. Let's see what they're saying to you. One card. And the card is, I am forever grateful for your loving kindness and the joy you bring to my life. You are a gift from the eternal heart of love, a blessing from the most benevolent universe. So there you are. Your soul partner is out there somewhere, and that's how they feel about you. Although, with this life, I think you were very much up your own arse with this past life. But then, it's possible that you were a slave, or you were in prison, or your partner was a slave or in prison. So you weren't able to commit to the relationship, probably, as you should have been able to. Let me just clarify with one card what we've got. One card, one overall card, please. One overall card, please. That's the one. And it's the King of Wands. So we've got lots of kings. So, King of Wands. And on the bottom, we've got the Page of Cups. I think it's pretty obvious that in this previous life, you were unable to commit to the relationship. It would seem to me, from what I'm looking at here, that you were unable to commit to the relationship because of where you were, the circumstances of where you were. In fact, I can see from this that your soul partner was actually a slave. Your soul partner was a slave and you were a boss. And you wanted to have the relationship with them, but were unable to because of circumstances. You had to walk away from the relationship, although you knew it was very special, because your partner, your soul mate, your twin flame, was a slave and you were a boss. You couldn't, although you could have relations, you couldn't have love, although you did love, but you were unable to commit to it. So your soulmate could do nothing because they were a slave. They could do nothing. It's a very sad story. My goodness. Two people in love. And you were content with making your wealth and your riches with your slaves. And I think the death card here is actually literal, because the death card's telling us here that your partner actually died in slavery. That is sad. And we've got all these cards with the Ace of Wands because the unresolved energy is huge. I mean, 2 sevens. Sevens are about, well, sevens of swords is about deceit, about lying. And you had to be deceitful to have any relationship at all. And in this life, you're struggling to overcome that. Aries, if this resonates with you, you're carrying guilt because of this relationship. You're carrying guilt over into this life. Does that resonate with you? Do you feel that? Can you now let go of that guilt? Now you know, because there was nothing you could do about it. It was a previous life. That's not the life you're living now. Your soul is you now. And you don't need to feel guilty. You can move on. You can truly move on. Temperance. King of Swords. It's time to boss it. It's time to take the balance of this life and be the boss. King of Wands. Feel your emotions, although keep them in control. So, regarding this life, let's take one angel card. I'll take the angel card and then I'll read what it says. One angel card. One more shuffle. Oh, you want to come out? Okay. Well, proof of the pudding. Proof of the pudding. Wow. So, question is, are you going to meet the soulmate in this life? Have you met the soulmate in this life? Soulmate, let's read it. Wow, soulmate. Your prayer for a soulmate relationship is answered. Follow the guidance that you receive so that you may enjoy the gift of the divine. Your heart yearns for big love. Since you are on the spiritual path, you desire a partner with similar philosophy and common interests. Can you have great passion and spiritual companionship with the same person? This card confirms that you can. By drawing this card, your angels ask you to trust in and follow their lead. Your angels have heard your prayers for a great love and they guide you to take steps to manifest this desire. If you are in a current relationship, ask your angels ask you to release this partnership to them. In that way they can help you elevate your relationship to soulmate level or help you to gently end it so that your new love may appear. Either way, they will closely assist you and give you clear steps to take. Well, there you are. There you are, Aries. I think that says it all. To finish the reading with that card tells you that you can forgive yourself for what happened in the previous life. You had no control over it. This time round, you can be the loving, caring soulmate that you so want to be. And the reason you haven't found it yet, if you haven't found it, is because you've not been able to forgive yourself. You've not understood. Filled with guilt. Now you can. Now you can move on. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. If you did, please like, please subscribe. There'll be many more of these readings about previous lives. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you again the next time. As I said, please like, subscribe, comment and share. And then more people can enjoy it. And the reason you're here is because Spirit brought you here, because it was your time to hear the reading. And many thank yous.